Hello, good people, and welcome back to Wisdom Daily with me, the Wisdom Therapist. So, I wanted to continue my our general or knowledge-based approach to some interesting topics that we are talking about, and we are taking some crowd knowledge, which is, in my opinion, the best sometimes, or even most of the time, is a great way to actually get to know some very cool topics. And today we're going to talk about some super cool facts about Keanu Reeves. Okay, so what are some great facts? Lander, Keanu Reeves interview that he plays with his puppy. Okay. Reeves has earned a reputation for leading as regular a life as possible through the years. Reeves has a history of helping fans, such as when he helped organize a shuttle van for strangers stuck at a California airport. The actor has engaged in a number of fan exchanges, many of which have showcased his character. Reeves was once surprised while preparing for John Wick when a little fan leaped on him. Patrick Murphy, Reeves' trainer, told Esquire that instead of becoming furious, Reeves soothed the child and engaged him in a polite chat. Great. So, here we have a great answer from Aijan Shaikh. Uh, if I see correctly, he or she is a student, and he has or she has given us some great photos. And it says, Reeves almost changed his name at the beginning of his career. When Keanu moved to Los Angeles, he noticed that some casting agents were hesitant to have him come for auditions because his first name was hard to pronounce. To resolve this issue, Reeves started using Casey Reeves, Chuck Spadina, and Paige Templeton III. Great. I like his smile here. Do you agree? Do you like this photo? Reeves has published his own poetry book, Ode to Happiness. Together with Alexandra Grant, Reeves published a book of his own poetry called Ode to Happiness. So, if you have read it, please leave a comment below if it's great. Keanu used to be a great hockey player. Okay, and here we have a photo of him playing. In his early teens, Keanu played a lot of hockey and dreamt of representing the Canadian national hockey team in the Olympics. Though Keanu was a great goalie, at the age of 15, he realized that acting was what he wanted to pursue and left hockey. So that's something that we are talking here on this channel. When or how to actually follow our passion. I'm going to do a video about that in the future. Reeves directed his own movie. Okay. Kino marked his directorial debut with a movie called Men of Tai Chi. The idea of the plot came from the life of Reeves' friend, Tiger Chen, who works as a stuntman. Did you look at that movie? Did you like it? If he could play any superhero, he said he would choose Wolverine. Okay. He collects vintage typewriters. I wonder why. In an interview with Women's Health magazine, he told, I like the sound and feel of the keys. There's something satisfying about having a thought than seeing it on a page. Ali Wong said he was an obvious choice for his role in Always Be Maybe. Ali Wong told the People magazine Reeves was the initial choice for the role of Marcus Kim in the next film movie Always Be Maybe. Okay, I guess I have to watch that. He respects women. Keanu Reeves doesn't touch any women, not even his fellow actresses. Okay. Great. In Scotland, there is a KinoCon, which is the world's first Keanu Reeves film festival. They started in 2018 by screening 11 Keanu Reeves films and hosting wild stylings. In 1993, he was arrested for driving under the influence, where he confessed right away, and in 2006 he was pulled over for running a red light. Keanu has played a character named John in 8 different movies. Okay, I didn't know that. There's a belief called the Keanu Code that claims you can learn about hidden forces that influence the world by studying Keanu Reeves movies. Okay, great one. I would like to know more about that. So let's put that for a future search. And let's look at some of the comments. And let's look at some other comments. So Reeves is raw. Thanks for sharing, from Stephen. Okay, I don't know why did he put this picture. I'm surprised that he is a Canadian was good at hockey. Keanu is a legend and Canada is proud of him. It's 12 true. Oh, and I also even I picture Keanu Reeves as Wolverine. I don't know how much is true, but people, including me, believe in the Keanu code. Okay, I have to look into that, maybe in a future video. Okay, let's look at some more interesting facts. From Nagesh Kulkarni. He says, facts are stubborn, but statistics are more pliable. When making the devil's advocate, Reeves agreed to take a big pay cut of a few $millions so the producers could also afford to bring on Al Pacino. While some actors might jump at the chance of getting to star in a movie opposite Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, Keanu Reeves actually turned down that opportunity. Keanu was initially offered the role that eventually went to Val Kilmer in the movie Hit. Reeves was paid $10 million upfront to film the first Matrix and ended up earning $35 million total after the film became a huge hit. Keanu gave each member of the Matrix 12-strong stuntman team a Harley-Davidson motorbike as a gift, just because he's a good guy. He reportedly gave $80 million of his $114 million earnings for his work on the Matrix sequels to the special effects and makeup staff. Keanu Reeves has been the target of stalker invasions. On September 12th, 14, Reeves awoke when he heard someone in his home. He found a female stalker in his library. She said that she was there to meet him. While he calmly talked to her, he called 911 and alerted the police. They arrived, arrested her, and took her in for psychological evaluation. At the age of 23, his closest friend, River Phoenix, died of a drug overdose. During a Reddit MAA, Keanu said, "He was a remarkable human person and actor. We got along very well, and I miss him. I think of him often." Even though he's likely worth $100 million, the man still rides the subway, and he's super nice about it too. Reeves is a motorcycle enthusiast and has recently started manufacturing his own bikes. Arch Motorcycle Company. Okay. He loves ballroom dancing. He has also donated millions of dollars to cancer research and hospital. Okay. And now we have another answer from Abdul Razakwe, fan of Keanu Reeves since The Matrix. His name means cool breeze over the mountains in Hawaiian. Okay, I didn't know that. He's very humble. There's a video in which he has been shown offering his seat to a lady passenger. I like this photo of him. So relatable, I guess. This man riding the subway is Keanu Reeves. For every movie he ever made, he donated most of his earnings to charities and hospitals. He doesn't own a mansion or an expensive car and lives an ordinary life. Every day he rides the NYC subway to work. Great one. Okay, he's a humanitarian. As a gift, Keanu gave each individual of the 10-person stud team Matrix Harley Davidson motorcycle. Okay, we have seen that already. Okay. Millions in charity. So, if you notice, the people who are always alone are those who love too much, care too much, and are gentle and are kind and compassionate too much. This is a quote from Keanu Reeves. Okay, yes, maybe probably because I guess he's thinking that people like this are a lot of the times they are hurt. We are hurt. I think of myself as a person like that. So he's truly rich by heart. He's very classy, doesn't care about what others think. That's great. So if you have been brutally broken but still have the courage to be gentle to other living beings, then you're a badass with the heart of an angel. Great quote. A decent guy who works with him says Keanu is a nice guy. Keanu has mentioned that he doesn't care about money. He says he could live off of what he's already made for the next few centuries, which explains why he's so generous. He respects women. There are a lot of pictures wandering on the World Wide Web that Keanu Reeves doesn't even touch his fellow actresses or any women. Okay. Grief changes shape, but it never ends. After his rise in popularity by becoming an internet meme, said Keanu, Reeves wrote a grown-up picture book as a joke called An Ode to Happiness. Okay. John Wick of Hollywood. The success of John Wick made his fans mad about the movie. Some hoax theories about him. Some of his hardcore fans believe in the Keanu Code that claims you can learn about hidden forces that influence the world by studying Keanu Reeves movies. It's really amazing. Okay, we should look into that. There's a conspiracy theory between his fans which led to believe that Keanu Reeves is immortal. Fans have noticed that Keanu looks extremely similar to Paul Monet, who was a French actor born in 1847, and they claim Keanu never seems to age. Okay. Whether both of these are just hoax theories, but I literally like him the way he is. Humble, generous, philanthropist human being. Hope you will like this answer. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So we have a lot of interesting answers here. Okay. Keanu Reeves is a household name as well as an internet meme. His well-rounded repertoire, from indie and comedy to action movies, has proven his diverse skills as an actor. This soft-spoken celebrity has preferred a life of privacy, though, throughout. So, I have gathered interesting facts about him from the internet that is super cool, no doubt. Okay, so, thank you Vedika Natani, freelance writer at SamHR. Okay, great. So, let's see what did she found. Keanu is 56 years old. He was born September 2nd, 1964 in Beirut. In Lebanon. He's from Lebanon. Interesting. His mother was a showgirl and a costume designer, while his father was a geologist. Okay. I like his smile. Sadly, when Keanu was only 3 years old, his father walked out on his family. Okay, and this is sad. From then, he was raised by just his mother, Patricia. During his childhood, he moved around a lot from Hawaii, Australia, New York, and finally Canada. After settling in Toronto, his mother worked as a costume designer working in the rock and roll industry. Oddly enough, this resulted in Alice Cooper babysitting a young Keanu Reeves. Okay, interesting. Keanu attended high school in Canada, but he was often expelled, so he ended up attending 4 different high schools. Eventually, he dropped out when he was 17 to pursue acting. Okay, so this is a place where actually worked out for him, and that's great for him and for us, and for humanity in general, I would say. Keanu was named after his uncle Henry Keanu Reeves. Keanu means cool breeze of the mountain in Hawaiian. While his mother is English, his father's side is a bit more diverse. His dad is an American from Hawaii with Chinese, Hawaiian, okay, English, Irish, and Portuguese descent. Okay. Even so, Keanu is a Canadian citizen and considers himself to be Canadian. While in high school, okay, this is the story about him playing hockey. When he turned 19, Keanu moved to Los Angeles to pursue acting full-time. That's great. It worked out for him. Keanu was able to land commercial gigs and short film parts. However, his first studio movie appearance was in Young Blood in 1986, where he played a goalie. Keanu's first leading role was in Bill Ted's Excellent Adventure, which ended up being unexpectedly successful. Okay. The turning point in Reeves' career came when he landed the leading role in Speed in 1994. After this blockbuster hit skyrocketed his career. he's been successful enough to be more selective about his work. Since then, he's happily taking supporting roles as well as and part in experimental films. Aside from acting, Keanu was also a bassist for the band Dog Star. They were together from 91 to 2002. During their career, they played with Bon Jovi, okay, Rancid, Weezer, and toured to the US and Asia. Okay. Kino became best friends with River Phoenix while filming a movie. When Kino saw the script for My Own Private Idaho, he thought River was a perfect fit for the role. He drove his motorcycle over 1,000 miles to hand deliver the script to River and convince him to take the role. Okay. When asked to reprise his role in Speed 2, Keno turned it down because he didn't like the script. Instead, he chose to tour with his band and play Hamlet in a 700-seat theater producing in Winnipeg. Okay, so I guess the lesson here is that we should more often listen to our heart and what to do. So, turning down the $11 million role for Speed 2 resulted in Reeves being blacklisted by 20th Century Fox for 10 years. Okay. In 2005, Keanu Reeves finally received his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. A big fan of motorcycle, okay, he co-founded Arch Motorcycle Company. Keanu Reeves has been known to take pay cuts from movies to help for alternative needs. Okay. Even with the money he's given, Keanu Reeves is one of the highest paid actors in the world. Between the Matrix, okay, he has earned total income of $156 million. Meanwhile, most highly paid actors earn around to $20 to $30 million salary. As a gift, Kino gave each individual, okay, this after rising popularity by becoming an internet meme. Said Keanu Reeves wrote, okay, which is, we have to look into it if you find it interesting, of course. Okay. Okay, this is also interesting. So Keanu Reeves has been performing most of his own stunts since Speed. Originally the director for Speed wanted a stuntman, so Keanu practiced in secret. When the time came to film, he performed the stunts himself and shocked the director. Great, this is also something that we can learn for our lives. Stunt directors for John Wick have expressed how impressed they were with Reeves' dedication. Okay, dedication. Usually actors only train for 8 weeks for a movie. However, Keanu trained for 6 months in order to perfect everything. They have said he performs 98% of the stunts and the other 2 is just what insurance won't cover. Oddly enough, Reeves has never been nominated for an Oscar. Reeves has been through a lot of hardship in his life. In 1993, his best friend, River Phoenix, passed away from a drug overdose. Later on, he and his girlfriend were expecting a child, which was tragically stillborn, and the relationship ended due to strain. About a year later, his then ex-girlfriend was in a fatal car accident. Since then, Kino has avoided serious relationships and having children. Okay, this is actually very, very, very sad. Okay. Okay, so I guess we can end here this short video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you got a lot from it and hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.